this one. I thought this
Mhm.
one was kind of. I think this one. Everybody knew this one was coming
Yeah.
in terms of Kyler Murray, but in Arizona, is kind of going through a whole kind of rebuild themselves. But I think the bigger question about this of Kyler Murray getting released is I think it's twofold. One, do you still look at Kyler Murray as a franchise quarterback because the contracts I'm hearing that he's going to have to do like the veteran minimum is just wild to me to hear that. And then two, where do you think he goes?
Mhm.
Like, who do you think signs him? There's been some odds that were put out, and I'll talk about those in a little bit. But I'm like, do you see Kyler Murray still as a franchise quarterback?
Um. So to me, I've always had a little bias against Kyler Murray. I think. Well, let's put this out here. This has nothing personal to do with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is one of the best athletes to ever play not just football, but
Mm-hmm.
play sports. He's one of very few people that were drafted in the baseball and drafted in the NFL. He's that type of athlete. He's very unique in his skill set of playing multiple sports. But my thing, I've never been a small quarterback guy. I don't think they survive within a league like this because it's so much intricate, so much detail and trying to get into the pocket, staying in the pocket while things develop. Where I
Mm-hmm.
think when you're small like a Murray, you got to kind of escape and use your athleticism. And it's, to me, is a little too much backyard football when it comes down to Kyler. Is it cool to see the things he can do and escape the pocket and juke and throw downfield? Yeah, it is cool, but is it success? Do we see the success in that? Are you going to win championships with that? I haven't seen that. Some of
Mm-hmm.
the ones that have been like that haven't done that. So I'm not surprised he was released. I think Arizona is right to go a different direction. Is he a franchise quarterback? Probably because it's hard being a starting quarterback in the NFL, and there's not
Yeah, I
many
agree.
people that can kind of step in there. And where do I see him or teams that are probably looking at for a quarterback? I would probably look at the New York Jets. I think it'd be a great spot there. Get some people in the seats, a little bit more excitement within that New York organization because of his athleticism and he will win games there. You got Minnesota looking for a quarterback, but if I'm Minnesota, I probably don't touch him either. I think you need a standard quarterback that can run the offense a little
Yeah,
bit in Minnesota. But I see him in the New York Jets. Maybe. Oh, you got the odds.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No,
So New York
these are the
Jets.
odds for the top teams. I mean,
Yeah, the
obviously there's some
Colts.
long
The
odds.
Colts might be looking for a quarterback right now. That might be a nice little spot for the Colts to get some excitement
Yeah,
there.
that transit they put that transitional tag on Daniel
Oh,
Jones.
okay. Okay.
Um, I thought Cleveland was really interesting. I
I,
think
I don't want to put.
I think Cleveland could use some juice at the quarterback position. You know me, I'm a big Sanders fan, but I think he's better than Sanders.
Yeah, but the idea that you still have Deshaun Watson on that roster, you still paying. You know what I mean? Like you're not putting all that money into the quarterback
Yeah,
position.
that. Well, I mean, I mean, from what we're hearing, from what I'm seeing and looking, is he's not. Kyler Murray's not going to get a big deal. It's going to be a 1 year deal. They're saying similar to Russell. Like
If
he's falling that low on the totem pole, and he's not the only one. Remember, Baker was a backup for a couple of
yeah,
years.
if he's being released and he's not having no trade calls or anything like that, I would never go to Cleveland. Cleveland knocks on my door, I
Yeah,
would say no.
I don't get Atlanta either.
I think because of Kurt is now gone,
Well, Kurt's not
um,
gone, and Penix, I
and
think
Penix
it's his
might
third
be.
surgery on that knee, on
Yeah,
that
so
one
Penix
knee.
might be. So that might be an idea
I mean, it'd be dynamic
on a cheap. On a cheap,
with
yeah, it
him
would
and
be. Oh,
Bijan
for
in the
sure, that might be a
like
good
that'd be
spot.
silly.
If I was Murray and I was getting the opportunity, I would look at Atlanta for sure. And you're
Yeah,
back in
and
the
then
Stiller
not even
Dome.
everything outside. You know what they building out in Atlanta and business and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Just your brain itself. But I don't know. And I mean, it's a dome too, so it's a fast track.
Yep,
You kind of
the
stay,
Dome.
you know, um, inside and to play to your strengths. I mean, if I'm him, I don't ever want to go to New York. I don't want to go to Jets
Yeah, I mean, unless you just want to be the guy,
unless Jets pay him like franchise
right?
money.
But I wouldn't want to go there. I would. If Atlanta's there for me, I would go Atlanta. The Jets, if you're going to pay me as a starting
Yeah,
quarterback.
I just think I think with Cleveland's defense and them just and then the running back situation there. I know they got Franklin there at the tight end position. Like they're on the up and up, right? And I think them needing a veteran quarterback, because I mean, you think these, I mean, they have to keep Deshaun Watson on the roster, right? His contract is fully guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
But out of the three, and it sucks, right? Is you got three of the black quarterbacks on the same team. But out of the three, I still think Murray's the better out of the three.
Yeah, but they can't protect him. So at that point, it don't even make a difference.
Yeah, I guess you're right there.
I think the Browns have to go all in on their offensive line. You gotta be able to protect the quarterback.
I think they did, right? Didn't they just trade for an offensive lineman, if I'm not mistaken?
Recently, I don't know.
I thought so.
You mean for this year?
For a lineman.
Yeah, I think they got to focus on the offensive line. Once they focus on the offensive line, I think they can kind of build around that.
Mm-hmm.
To see Kyler Murray scamper around, I guess he can extend plays, but it's for me. If you were asking me, these would be my three tops. It would be the New York Jets, Atlanta Falcons, and I would look at Indianapolis Colts potentially.
Yeah, I think Rodgers is coming back to the Steelers. You know what I mean? Especially with McCarthy there.
I also don't, and this is the problem I have with Aaron Rodgers. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Like you just got these teams waiting for you, and it's shame on the teams that do that. Like
I think I heard there was some rumblings that it's not going to be like last year. Their conversations have been somewhat had. There's just no contracts or anything like that. So Rodgers is kind of saying like I'm a free agent right now. But I think he wants to go play, right? If he's going to play one more year, give it one more shot, especially with McCarthy there, try to, re-grab that magic that they had back in Green Bay. And then, call it a day. And it seems like both sides were on the same page. So, and then you got a guy in there, McCarthy, who's been a long life, Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So, they might be able to do something, in Pittsburgh. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, but I don't know. I don't know if it's about the money